why does the church teach this stuff? When I found out the whys, it changed my life forever. In fact, when I found out this Pope's, John Paul II's teaching on marriage and sexuality, that's what really opened my eyes. And I knew I was going to spend the rest of my life helping people like you understand this stuff. Because the church's vision of marriage and sex is so misunderstood, so confusedly understood. When the real vision is presented, oh my gosh, it's like the scales fall off your eyes and you just say, wow, the church is not as archaic as I thought. There's actually some real wisdom here. Just to tell you, give you a statistic about how important the church's teaching is on sex and marriage to this Pope. If you total up everything the Catholic Church has ever said about marriage and sexuality in 2,000 years, it'd be a book about this high, 6,000 pages long. 4,000 of those 6,000 pages belong to this Pope in the last 21 years. That means 2/3 of what the Catholic Church has ever said on the subject has come out of the mouth of this Pope. That's how important it is to him. And I will also tell couples, we have to admit that the church's vision about marriage is very different from society's vision. The church's vision about sexuality is very different from society's vision. And if society's vision made for really happy marriages, that's what I'd be teaching. But we all know, we can open our eyes, look in our own world. Maybe your parents, maybe friends you know, have had very painful marriages. And marriage can bring you to the depths of despair. It can bring you pretty close to hell in this life. But it can also bring you really close to heaven. And one of the things I like about hearing the stories of how you met, which I unfortunately missed this morning, is it shows something of God's plan in bringing you guys together. You know, that's not a coincidence that you guys met. Even if it was in a bar. It's okay to meet in a bar. How many people met in a bar? Be honest. Okay, you're the brave ones. The way you guys met, you can see the hand of God working. Think about this for a minute. If your parents hadn't met, you wouldn't be here. If their parents hadn't met, they wouldn't have been there, you wouldn't have been here. If their parents hadn't met, they wouldn't have been there, they would have been there, you wouldn't have been here. Trace it the whole way back. And you have all these, you might call it coincidental meetings, that brought you into the world, that brought you to meet one another, that is going to, God willing, form a new generation. Is that just coincidence, or is there a bigger plan going on here? And there's something about love that we know is heavenly.